Hi guys, welcome to another exciting episode of Bukola. Ezekiel. I'm Ezekiel.
I'm Bukola.
And isn't she looking sweet today? Is she? Alright, if you are new here, we say welcome. Thank you. Please do subscribe because we'll be dropping juicy content in the following weeks, And if you're a returning subscriber, we love you. We say thank you. We appreciate you. So what are we talking about today, babe?
So today we'll be talking about the myths of marriage.
Wow, amazing. Yes.
The myths of marriage.
The myths of marriage. So I just want to quickly share a story. There was a time we were going out and we had to use public transport, and there were just 2 seats left in different places in the vehicle. And when we were about to enter, we requested that we sit together. That means someone has to move for us. And the man was like, you're newlywed, right?
Couples, right?
You're like, no, don't worry. In the next 3 months, you guys will get over this. You get over this. Exactly. You get over this lovey-dovey feeling. And to be honest, we looked at him like, are you for real?
Who you?
Yeah. So this is a year and a few months, and we have still not gotten over it. So at all. So there are some certain myths that we want to debunk here, and stay tuned and go on this ride with us.
So what is a myth? Let's start from there. So a myth is a false belief or a common misconception that has maybe turned to an idea. Like people already think like this is what this is about, and which is actually false.
Exactly.
And then what is marriage? Marriage is a union between a man and a woman for the sole purpose of companionship. So today we'll just be talking about the few common myths that we really heard or we really experienced people talk about around us. The first one, this is for believers. God said, and therefore that is the end.
No worry.
Like God said it, there's this one, God said it, I believe it, and that settles it. No, my dear. When it comes to marriage, even if God says it, if God even maybe opens your ear and speaks loudly to your ear, this is your wife, this is your husband, you still have your own responsibility to take.
Yeah, so, and like a wise man would say, he said, God's part is just 10%, ours is 90%. Exactly.
You have to do the do. I mean,
do the work.
You have to do the work.
Put in the work.
Put in the work and needed.
That takes us to the second myth. Do the do. Marriage about physical intimacy. Okay. Marriage is about physical intimacy, and another thing,
Yes.
Marriage is not really about physical intimacy per se. Physical intimacy is just an offshoot of your mental intimacy.
Yeah.
You guys have to be one in spirit and one in mind. That will now birth, physical intimacy, and you enjoy the physical intimacy more when those 2 parts are already settled. Yeah. And you can't be having physical intimacy 24 hours a day. There's no, you have to rest.
Yeah.
So that's one of the myths of marriage. Yeah.
Another myth that we really encountered is, people say when I get married, I will be happy. Like I'll be happy when I get married. It's 2 happy people that make a happy marriage. If you are not happy as a single, let me just debunk it for you. You most likely won't be happy as a married couple, or you have a lot of work to do.
Exactly.
To be happy married. So just be happy as a single person.
Yes.
Don't stress it.
Yeah. One of the ways to be happy is to find out what you love.
Yes.
Find out how to fulfill purpose. Maximize your singleness.
Yeah.
That's one of the ways to be happy. Don't wait for somebody to come and complete.
To make you happy.
Yes. Add value. Yes. Yeah. Be the person that you are. We go in marriage mindset that you're gonna have value to somebody. Like not that when this person comes, you're gonna add value to her. Nah, that's wrong.
You're not allowed it.
Exactly. Yeah. Another myth of marriage is that marriage is a cage. Especially in this part of the world, we believe if I don't achieve some things before I get married, I won't be able to achieve them when I get married. Who says that you can't do that? That is why you need to ask God for directions and marry somebody that you guys can work together. A wise man also said marriage is 2 people side by side looking forward. And that's what marriage standing side by side and looking forward. So far what you want to do is not bad. whatever good you want to do, just remember that your best days are ahead of you in marriage. Marriage is not a cage. Marriage doesn't restrict you from fulfilling your dreams. Marriage, you just have to, will even expand
you.
Exactly.
To expand now you have somebody that can also, see the vision with you and then also help you. The areas that you have blind spots, the person can see what you're not saying, and then you just move better and then move forward.
Exactly. Two good heads are better than one, and you shall chase 10,000.
Yes.
Even more.
So another myth is there's a particular age range that you should marry, and there's a particular age range that is termed marrying late. Who says, what is marrying late? We are all different. Our paths are different. Our journeys are different. The script that God has written concerning our lives, they are different. So you can't say, oh, there's one particular age. If you don't marry at this age, you are not. Maybe actually, some people, they will really just write the script and be like, at this age, just with this.
Exactly.
And they say, it's good. But what if it doesn't come at when you plan? For me, it didn't come out when I planned. But eventually you just have to believe that God has the best in mind for you. The Bible says God's time is the best. He makes all things beautiful in His own time.
Exactly.
And so when it's time, it will come. So don't stress yourself when maybe they are in the known age that people say that it's time to get married and you are not married.
Yeah, and I realized someone said this a few years ago to me, and it really made a lot of sense. He said, we are more married than single. That means the years of our lives we spend more in marriage than being single, So if you are even 50 today, you can get into marriage and spend 60 more years.
Yeah, that's actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Very true.
Yeah, that's very true. And it's not even in the length of days, it's in the things that you achieve. You discover that some people get married early and they are still waiting, and some people get married very late and boom, 3 at once. That's what God can do. God will just compress time. So don't think that you have missed out. You have not missed out. God has a plan for you. Yeah. So the last one for today is that married people pretend that they come out and they smile and they laugh. Yes, but deep down, when you get close to them, you discover that they have a lot of flaws and they are biting each other, they are scratching each other, and they are piercing each other. Yes, I would say not pretenders, but I would say differences, yes, because marriage is a union of two different people that have learned to make it work, and that learning to make it work happens over time, not overnight. So we need to consider that, marriage as an institution itself is perfect, because God said in the Bible that marriage is honorable, and when he made man and woman, He said everything is good. So we individuals will bring our own flaws into marriage. Yes, exactly. And what marriage is supposed to do is for us to fine-tune and synergize even our strengths and our weaknesses. In the Bible says in Ecclesiastes, He said, two has good reward for their labor. He said, when one is weak, another will be able to pull him up. So don't say marriage because one person is patient and the other person is not patient doesn't mean marriage is imperfect. It just means that those two people have areas they need to work on in their marriage. And for the word of God, taking the word of God at what it means, it says marriage is honorable, and what that means is marriage bestows honor. Marriage is good, marriage is sophisticated. That's the word.
Even the Bible says that marriage is a mystery.
It's a mystery. So it's not. If marriage is not even the goal. Marriage should be a reflection of the love of God to us.
Yes.
So our marriage, regardless of our flaws, God still came down and showed us an extravagant love. So that is what marriage is. So married people are not pretenders. They are just people that love themselves. And they are not afraid to show it, regardless of, this person has flaws. This person needs to work in this area, and you still choose, to love this person. So that's what marriage is: choosing to be committed, to someone.
So hope you'll be able to debunk some myths that you have about marriage. Marriage is honorable, marriage is sweet, and marriage is lovely. God is involved in marriage, and your marriage can be enjoyable. Yes. You don't have to endure your marriage. And what you already start thinking even before you get married, sometimes that is what you really experience. For me, even from when I was a teenage, I always think about it that even though I'm not saying some amazing marriages around me, but Bukola, I will enjoy my own marriage. So I started taking steps to, how do you enjoy marriage? What do you do? So if you need to do that to maybe debunk some myths that you've heard about it, why not?
Yeah.
Alright. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for staying tuned. We love you.
Love you.
If you've enjoyed this so far, please drop a like, drop a comment, tell your friends and family about it, share and
Amen.
subscribe.
Yes.
Subscribe, we really love it. For those who have been subscribing, we
Wow.
say thank you. If you are new here, please subscribe. We love you. So have a wonderful and amazing experience.
Yes.
We love you. Bye bye.